Aloha, Black Witchess. So today I'll answer a question that was written under my psychic attack video by the Trends group. And they write, "Love your videos. Thanks very much. How long does an attack last? Can it last for 20 years? Because that's how long I've been tired." Short answer, absolutely it can last 20 years. In fact, it can last a lifetime, and it can also be multi-generational. Isn't that unfair? So if you're under attack or someone's cursed you or your family for generations, that's a pretty strong spellcaster to begin with, but absolutely it can happen. And if you get someone that can do a tree of life, they can actually go through and tell where this has been, where this curse has actually come into play. If they're really good as well, they can do some work about removing that curse as well, which is probably what you need, the Trends group. You need a cleansing from your past life, I think. Last 20 years. I don't know how old you are, but if not, you need a cleansing for this life at least. And if you've got children, we want to make sure that that doesn't go on into their lives as well. Maybe they're feeling depressed. Maybe they're, if you have children, low energy, lethargic, feeling a little bit hopeless. That can be the effect of that attack. So what can you do? Go and get a cleansing. If you can't find someone, no problem. Do a swifting. If you're a witch, do the swifting spell. That's where you're just moving the energy, sweeping and moving energy. I think I'll have to do another video on that one too if you're interested. Otherwise, do some spiritual cleansing. Contact your ancestors. Set up an altar and contact your ancestors. You have guardian angels around you, and you have your ancestors, your dead relatives around you as well. You want to be showing respect to them because they can help start cleanse some of this energy and the mistakes from the past lives, if that's where it's at. In this current world, you want to be at least doing a cleansing for 7 days, clearing off the aura, clearing away all the toxic energy from you. But the biggest bang for your buck is really to get in there and get someone that's really proficient at doing the Tree of Life or the Kabbalah to do past life cleansing for you. And then you want to be setting up your intention for the future. You want to be getting really clear about how you want to live your life in the here and now. You probably want to start getting some tailsmen or something. Actually, today, this is a very strong tailsman that I have. Right, so I have a lot of, and over the years, of course, I've had a lot of people come at me, probably still will come at me, and you just got to expect that in this field. Actually, you could expect it any old time, but especially when you're doing the level of work that I'm doing. And so there's lots and lots and lots of things that I do to protect myself, to make sure that I don't come under the effect of psychic attacks. I'm also a clinical psychologist and I'm a trauma specialist. So what that means is I get people coming in to see me who are having the worst issues of their life. And for 1 hour at a time, I'm hearing this trauma. And so all of that energy is like a psychic attack. Right, it's affecting my aura, and if I don't cleanse this away from me, I'm going to hold that energy in, which isn't good. I'll get sick. I don't want that. So there's a couple of different things that I do apart from having tailsmen, apart from doing my cleansings, apart from getting. I work with one of my coven members over in the Middle East. She does all the Kabbalah work for all of us. And she makes sure that I'm stitched up when it comes to being protected. Also, I have my servitors, my thought forms, my servitors. And if you've seen some of my videos where I've got that little red dolly, Okay, I'll have to do another video on that, I'm pretty sure. That dolly is sitting somewhere really safe, and that dolly has been baptized, and that dolly has very specific has a very specific task that it's doing at all times to protect me. That doll has because I'm a chaos witch, right? So I've done and I'm not expecting you to do this, I'm just sharing because a couple of other people have asked about my red doll. My red doll is actually, through ceremonial magic, I've brought in a demon, and a demon is actually captured inside of that doll. And so that doll is a reflection of me, okay, and is a protector of me. So anyone that comes at me gets a full force of my servitor, my thought form, whatever you want to call it. That is a next level in thought forms. I know I've done a few videos about creating a thought form or an energy ball, but I did say that that's basically using the source energy from the universe that we all have, and creating this energy and making a thought form from that energy. I do that. I also create my little doll baby, my servitor, if you like, is to bring in a demon, capture that demon in an object, and that demon with me, we're all one, serves as a protection. So this is why I'm so easy breezy. I'm rarely, if ever, sick. The only time I get sick, for example, is if I go on a plane and I don't wipe down the area with all my little I have little wipes that I wipe down the area, and my little mask, like you see in Asia, the little Japanese people with a little face mask. I wear that in the plane. If I don't do that, that's when I get sick, and you'd expect that. But otherwise, I'm really well protected, but I'm vigilant about it. So you might say, oh my gosh, I don't have time to do all this stuff that you do. What can I do? The minimum that you can do is get yourself a tailsman, right? Get yourself some form of tailsman. You can see that I'm wearing a few. I'm actually not wearing my blue rings. You'll see that there's a couple of tailsmen that I wear. All of these tailsmen are basically, I look after them. I pray over them. Praying, probably not the traditional praying, but I do special little ceremonies over these things. Minimum, I should just be a little bit more specific. What you just do is basically set your intention with these little tailsmen. Light some incense, get in the moment, and just set your intention there. That's what this is really about, keeping that intention there, setting the intention, keeping it alive. If you don't practice magic at all, just make sure you just do that clearing. Remember, I showed you in the last video how you just clear the negative energy from you, right? You want to clear it away. So, how long have I gone for? About 8 minutes. I hope I've answered your question. Babbled on as usual. I just don't know how much more information you want, or if I am repeating stuff that you already know. So feel free to ask another question. Okay, bye for now.